Hello, my name is Gilda Grobe, and I will be going over the contemporary health issue that I chose. And the reason I chose both physical activity and nutrition, it's mainly because of it's a personal topic to me. My family and I firsthand saw that what it did to my brother, and it was more of a wake up call. And of course, now he knows the importance of being able to perform activities of daily living, and with that in mind, he also knows that what he feeds his body is what's ultimately going to help him. And also, I mean, we have to realize that we have to treat our body as our temple. So, as mentioned by Donatel, physical activity and nutrition are two important aspects in our life that can help decrease some chronic diseases such as obesity, heart disease, and diabetes. What does that mean, and why is it important? Well, first and foremost, physical activity is important because it can help to decrease non communicable diseases. What are those? According to Reiner, Nierman, Jacow, and Wool, they are diseases that result because of unhealthy lifestyles, such as eating too much or too much junk food, along with a combination of physical inactivity. The four most common identifiable non communicable diseases are cardiovascular disease, cancer, chronic respiratory disease, and diabetes. So that it is why it's important to remain physically active, as it can help with having more energy, burn off excess calories, and being able to move around without much difficulty. So why is this an issue that causes concern? Well, this is well, for starters, most of us are already on the go. We live such a busy life that sometimes we just pass through the drive-through because we don't have an opportunity to stay home and cook. And then sometimes we order food through that drive-through that we don't realize how many calories that food actually has. More importantly, they're empty calories because they're not really filling us later on. We're a little bit hungry again, saying, "Oh, well, I'm hungry," even though I just ate. So, what does that lead to? That leads to extra empty calories that can lead to unwanted gain. In addition to that, we've also been living in a world that we can order food in a click of a button. Now we're inviting that into our home, and also outside food that we purchase, it has a lot of trans fat, which increases the bad cholesterol, which also increases a person to develop heart disease. And on top of that, the sugary foods don't give people the sense of fullness, and later they want to not to eat again. So this is an impact on health because aside from feeding one's family a lot of salt, trans fat, and so forth, it's leading to weight gain. And it's because not only do we have to go through the drive-through or we have Uber Eats, but we also like stay at home, watch TV shows, we binge eat, and we're just either sitting down or laying down, and we're just eating, but we're not going out, we're not walking or anything. So all of that is yes, it's convenient, but it's not good too because we're not walking, we're not getting up to at least go to the store or anything. Now we're just in a click of a button. It's in our house. So what's that's causing a decrease in physical activity. And according to Haskell, Blair, and Hill, being physically inactive or unfit has major negative health consequences. And some of those negative health consequences are pain in the knees because they're the ones that support our weight, which increases risk. Also, I'm sorry, there's an increased risk of chronic disease, being sluggish, not being as active, and also being inactive can have negative effects for people who have chronic inflammatory muscle disorders. For instance, my brother has this rare autoimmune disease, which is called polymyositis, and part of his treatment plan is that he has to do physical therapy or at least be as active as he can in order to make sure he doesn't lose that ability to not be able to perform those activities of daily living, such as walking, being able to shower himself, and things like that. So he's trying to be as independent as he can. And some of those food health risks, as you can see in the picture right here, we get irritable, heartburn, confusion, jitters, headaches. That's just something that can impact the one's health. So some of the current strategies that are being used. Those would be that, there's more bike lanes, there's healthier options on menus when you go out to go out and eat. There's also a lot of applications to track food. The most famous one is MyPlate, this right over here. But there's also public educations for exercising. We have to be able to read the labels at the back. So what changes can we make? We can eat smaller portions. We can drink a lot of water, cook at home, go out for walks with the family, park further away, take the stairs instead of the elevator. Just try and be a little bit more active. Don't think of it as I have to go to the gym. Go out with family, go out for a walk your dog, just go out with the family or friends. Also, one can meal prep. So overall, change is good when it's positive and for one's own well-being. Remember that physical activity and nutrition work hand in hand, as nutrition is the body's source of fuel. Being active will help decrease chronic disease. By making small positive changes, they can bring positive outcomes. It is both for short and long term. So do your body a favor, love it, care for it is the only body you have. Make sure to also make informed decisions. Thank you.